Greetings, citizen. This is host Servitor 241, the officially licensed voice of the Ministry of Structural Divinity and Approved Habitation. Please remain stationary during instruction. Unnecessary relocation may result in misclassification, and misclassification may result in reassignment. Today's educational sequence is entitled The Sacred Architecture of Hive Gloriana. This presentation has been calibrated for spatial awareness and controlled disorientation. Side effects may include vertigo, devotion, and the sudden understanding that you have never been where you thought you were. Hive Gloriana is not merely a structure. It is a system of belief rendered in ferrocrete. Every corridor is intentional. Every level is justified. Every dead end is instructive. The hive does not grow. It accumulates. Layers are added not for expansion, but for correction. What was inefficient is buried. What was flawed is sealed. What was heretical is repurposed as foundation. You are standing on history, and history is not stable. Verticality is sacred. The upper spires approach illumination where the air is thin and authority is concentrated. The midhabs maintain function where duty circulates in measured quantities. The lower levels compress into pressure where heat, labor, and memory are stored. Descent is not a direction. It is a condition. Navigation within the hive is a privilege, not a right. Corridors may shift. Doors may relocate. Stairwells may terminate in reflection. If you become lost, remain calm. The hive has not misplaced you. You have misplaced your understanding of it. Before we proceed, please recite the authorized spatial affirmation. I stand where I am placed. I walk where I am permitted. I am contained, and therefore I endure. Failure to recite may result in relocation. Successful recitation will confirm your current position. Prepare your mind for alignment, and remember, space is not empty. Distance is not freedom, and walls are not obstacles. They are decisions. All praise the Emperor who designed the unreachable heights. All gratitude to the hive, which ensures you never fall too far. End of orientation preface. Please proceed to instruction sequence 1 when your surroundings have settled. Hive Gloriana is not merely a city. It is a solution. A very tall, very heavy, extremely confident solution to the problem of where to put people, ideas, faith, industry, and the occasional inconvenient truth. Long ago, before the current arrangement achieved its present perfection, it was briefly suggested that cities once spread outwards across the land. This proposal was rejected on the grounds that horizontal thinking encourages lateral movement, and lateral movement encourages questions, such as, where am I going? Why am I going there? Could I go somewhere else? These questions were found to be structurally unsound. Instead, Gloriana was designed to rise. Upward is efficient. Upward is orderly. Upward ensures that everything has a place directly above or directly below something else, which significantly reduces the risk of philosophical drift. If you are uncertain of your purpose, you may simply look up or down. One of those directions will contain your answer. Vertical organization provides several key advantages. It prevents wandering. It simplifies authority. It allows gravity to assist with both construction and discipline. It also ensures that anything undesirable naturally settles towards the lower levels, where it can be safely incorporated into the foundations or reclassified as infrastructure. Each layer of Gloriana supports the one above it. This is both an engineering principle and a moral one. Those at the top provide guidance. Those in the middle provide function. Those below provide support. And those at the very bottom provide reassurance that things could, in fact, be worse. Citizens are often comforted by the knowledge that no matter how high they rise, there is always something above them making decisions, and no matter how low they fall, there is always something beneath them absorbing consequences. This creates a closed system, a stable system, a system in which every action has a place to land. It has occasionally been suggested, usually by individuals no longer in a position to elaborate, that the vertical system also makes it easier to conceal what lies beneath the visible structure. This suggestion is incorrect. Nothing lies beneath Gloriana that is not required to support it. Nothing has ever been built below the foundations except more foundation, and certainly nothing has been waiting there long enough to require its own architectural layer. In summary, Hive Gloriana stacks because stacking works. It organizes, it stabilizes, it reassures, and, most importantly, it ensures that if anything ever does begin at the bottom and attempts to move upwards through the entire structure, everyone will notice, eventually. The upper spires, the sanctum. At the highest elevations of Hive Gloriana reside the sanctum authorities, custodians of doctrine, arbiters of truth, and careful maintainers of what has always, without exception, been correct. The upper spires are a place of clarity. This is partly philosophical, and partly due to the significantly reduced presence of airborne particulates, industrial byproducts, and dissent. The air in the spires is thin. This is considered beneficial. Thin air sharpens thought, refines judgment, and discourages prolonged debate by making extended argument physically tiring. Many doctrinal conclusions have been reached efficiently for this reason. Light is constant in the upper spires. There is no true night. Darkness, while historically popular in lower strata, has been deemed unnecessary at higher levels of authority, where illumination ensures that all decisions are made in full view of themselves. This has greatly reduced uncertainty and entirely eliminated shadows of doubt. The sanctum authorities spend their cycles engaged in interpretation of doctrine, refinement of doctrine, correction of previous interpretations of doctrine, confirming that these corrections were always intended, ensuring that these corrections have always been true. This process is known as continuity. It ensures that truth remains stable, even when it changes. Citizens often express curiosity about what occurs within the spires. This curiosity is natural. It is also unnecessary. Everything that happens in the upper spires has already been decided to be correct, and will eventually be communicated downward in a form suitable for understanding, acceptance, or quiet compliance. Access to the upper spires is restricted. This is not a matter of privilege. It is a matter of structural integrity. Too many perspectives introduced at high altitude can destabilize conclusions. For this reason, ascent is carefully regulated, and descent is rarely discussed. It is worth noting that from the upper spires, the entirety of Gloriana can be observed. The city spreads downwards in perfect expanding layers, each one supporting the next, forming a complete and harmonious system. From this vantage point, all things appear ordered. all things appear necessary, and all things appear smaller. Recent observational reports have indicated that the vertical luminosity phenomenon is also visible from the upper spires. Authorities have confirmed that it aligns perfectly with the central axis of the sanctum. This alignment is considered coincidental. A very straight coincidence. Citizens are reminded the upper spires are not merely at the top of the city. They are the point at which Gloriana approaches certainty, and while certainty may appear distant from below, you may take comfort in knowing that it is always directly above you, looking down. The cathedral levels, devotion and administration. Beneath the upper spires lie the vast and resonant cathedral levels, where faith is not merely practiced, but processed, audited, corrected and redistributed in carefully measured quantities. If the spires decide what is true, the cathedral levels ensure that it is believed correctly. These tiers house a complex ecosystem of clerics, archivists, liturgical engineers, doctrinal auditors, choir elements, status recently simplified. Together, they form the beating heart of Gloriana's spiritual infrastructure, ensuring that every prayer is properly formatted, every hymn is structurally sound, and every doubt is either resolved or filed under temporary misunderstanding. The cathedral levels are never truly silent, even now, especially now. The absence of the choir has created what authorities describe as an acoustic efficiency gain, allowing sermons to travel further without harmonic interference and significantly reducing the risk of unauthorized emotional resonance. Where once there was layered song, there is now clarity. Where once there was harmony, there is now precision. Where once there were voices, there is now excellent compliance. Here, faith is handled with the same care as any other resource. It is collected from the lower strata in raw form, messy, inconsistent, occasionally contradictory, and brought upward for refinement. Unstable beliefs are smelted down. Impurities are removed. Excess enthusiasm is vented safely into approved liturgical channels. The result is a purified doctrine, redistributed downward in stable, manageable portions. The archivists maintain records of every sermon, every prayer, and every officially sanctioned interpretation of reality. These records are meticulously organized, cross-referenced, and periodically corrected to ensure that the past remains fully compatible with the present. Recent minor discrepancies, such as duplicate saints, altered martyrdoms, and hymns missing lines, have been classified as archival enthusiasm and are being addressed with appropriate firmness. Liturgical engineers are responsible for maintaining the structural integrity of worship itself. They calibrate sermon cadence, regulate chant frequency, and ensure that all devotional output remains within acceptable doctrinal tolerances. Recent findings suggest that certain harmonic frequencies may have unintended interactions with larger-scale phenomena. This is, of course, purely theoretical, and no longer possible since the Purge. Administrative functions within the cathedral levels ensure that faith flows efficiently. Requests for clarification are processed. Permissions for belief adjustments are reviewed. Unauthorized interpretations are redirected, corrected, or gently removed from circulation. This creates a streamlined devotional experience in which uncertainty is minimized and replaced with approved alternatives. It is also within these levels that the choir once resided before their descent to the sublevels. Their role was to unify the voices of Gloriana into a single harmonious expression of devotion, ensuring that faith was not only correct, but resonant. Their final performance has been described as exceptionally aligned. Their current silence has been described as permanent. Citizens are reminded that silence is not absence. Silence is focus. Silence is discipline. Silence is what remains when all incorrect notes have been removed. In summary, the cathedral levels ensure that belief is not left to chance. It is shaped, refined, perfected, and when necessary, concluded. If you find yourself listening carefully and notice that something is missing from the sound of the city, you are correct. Nothing is wrong. It is simply that what was once there has been improved into silence. Host Servitor 241 was played by Richard Roberts. Vox Sanctum Gloriana is an Evil Lighthouse production.